Trevor, does it sort of feel with an SEC team coming that maybe the conference season is here, that it's time to go?
Yeah, it's just the next game on the schedule, and it's a big one. We've kind of had this one circled on the schedule for a while, just because it is, one of those home and away deals with Tennessee, an SEC team that's, playing well. I'm excited for the opportunity for them to come to town, kind of get the fans going for the first time with all the pep rallies and everything, and should be a really fun week.
Trevor, it seems like the Kansas State game was kind of a launching point for year to year last year. Did you learn something down the stretch last year about preparing for these type of games, nationally televised games that everybody gets hyped for?
Yeah, I try and take the same approach to every game. And obviously, with bigger games, there comes a little bit more, morale and everything that comes in the locker room. Everybody's talking about it. Try not to listen to that stuff too much. But, yeah, it is a big game for us. One, because it is the next one. I know that's the cliche answer. But also because it's Tennessee, SEC team coming to town. They're a great squad. Going to be the best group up front that we've seen so far this year. And so we're excited about playing it.
Any part of it just you kind of calming yourself down? Because it just seems like, go back to that Sugar Bowl, you just seem so calm the entire time.
Yeah, and that's a week-to-week, day-to-day thing, just calming down, seeing the reads, relaxing back there, and, getting the ball in the playmaker's hands.
That being relaxed, is that just the way you've always been, or is that something that's come to you over time?
No, I've definitely had to work on that. I tend to get a little juiced up back there. That's just, like I said, in high school, trying to make plays all the time, and now I just got to relax, just take my footwork, see it, deliver the ball. There was a few shots there the other day where I was probably a little too quick throwing to Sterling over, on the deep post routes where I can hold on to the ball a little bit and, be a little bit more accurate. And that's just things you need to work on day to day. And I continue to work on each day. So,
what are you seeing from Duran that maybe you haven't seen before?
He's doing a great job. He's finding holes in the defense really well, running great routes, and then making those competitive plays. I can have a lot of confidence with him out there. The other day he was on a corner route and really made a great play down there on the sideline, and then just countless other plays during the game where, maybe he wasn't even getting the ball, but, making hustle blocks down the field. So he's playing really hard, and he's playing with a lot of confidence, which, feeds off onto me.
It seems like, from what I've noticed on the short route, especially in Tulsa, it seems like he's a little bit more of a powerful runner maybe than he has been.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the type of guy you get the ball in his hands and he's going to get some yak for you. He's a physical guy, and he wants to play. That's one thing I love about Duran is he's so passionate about the game. He wants the ball in his hands, so you want to get the ball in a guy's hands like that.
What do you see in Tennessee's defense that presents a challenge for you?
They're big and they're physical. Week in and week out they play, in the SEC, and so they go up against stiff competition, and they're a bunch of big guys that can fly around, and it's going to be a challenge for us, but we're looking forward to it for sure.
Daryl said he's for whatever you decide, or maybe Stryker decide on the uniforms. Where are you leaning right now?
Yeah, we haven't talked about it at all yet. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Hopefully we get to bring them out. If not, that's okay too. But I think it'd be pretty cool to bring them out for the fans and everything. Kind of get them going. Be a pretty special deal for our team as well.
You mentioned the fans and the pep rally in your opening comment there. You're thinking about doing strike the stadium and all that and the rally. Does that get you hyped up? Does that help you, or do you try to zone it all out?
I think it helps us, using the crowd's energy for our benefit. That's why you have home and away games, and they're, in college football, there's definitely a difference between a home and away game. When you got the fans on your side, you can use that energy, for positive energy and use it to your benefit.
Trevor, the difference in you guys' starts offensively this year compared to last, is that mostly attributable to you think, and how you've sort of settled in?
That's just testament to, what we've pushed through the offseason is starting fast. That's a major point of emphasis that we've, put on ourselves, is to start fast. It sets the tone for the game. And, these first 2 weeks have been picture perfect to that, especially this last game, coming out the first 3 plays and getting in the end zone. Sets the tone for the game. We kind of sputtered there the second drive and then, got it going again after that. So, it sets the tone for the game. It jumps on them early and gets kind of we're falling on that side of the line and gets the confidence going.
But your command of the position has to help in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just taking what the defense gives you and, getting the ball in the playmaker's hands. We just get a little shovel pass there to Sterling off the bat, and he takes it for, 54 yards. So that gets you going. And then the defense is on their heels immediately, so you're able to open things up early.
Can you go a little deeper on just sort of the recipe to starting fast? Because it occurs to me you can come out, overhyped. That can present false starts. That can present you getting the ball out of your hands too quickly. It's just so. What is that potion?
I'd say, there's a couple things. If you got a run play dialed up, it's about the guys up front, mashing them off the ball from the first play and then imposing their will from the first play, kind of setting the tone. And then the pass game, obviously, you want a completion to start the game off, to get that confidence going, kind of get the wheels running. Then obviously when you have a big play to start out, that makes it easy on you. Like I said, Sterling down the sideline there for 50-plus yards is a pretty easy way to get things going.
How do you feel you threw the ball Saturday?
I think I threw it pretty well. Like I said before, on some of those deeper routes, you just got to make those connections. And most of that's me just settling down, taking a little bit more time to get the ball out there and make that completion. But you see there in the second half, we ended up, hooking up a few times. And that's early on in the season. We're still getting used to Sterling being out there and, timing and stuff like that. So we just hope that we can continue to progress in that throughout the season and get on the same page.
We all know there are, rivalries between teams all over the country. It seems like because of the Sugar Bowl in the last 2 off seasons, there's almost become a rivalry between your coach and an entire conference.
Right.
How much are aware you guys of that, and how much does it make you guys play for him in a situation like this?
Yeah, I don't think about it too much in that sense. I do know that, Tennessee is an SEC team, and coming out of a power conference like that, it'll be a big game for us. And you want to play well for Coach Stoops every single week, just because that's how he prepares. He prepares like it's a big game. We need to get ready to go. And so he's just a great leader of our group, and really gets us going week in and week out.
Trevor, I know you and J.W. Walsh have gotten close. I don't know if you saw his injury. Have you had a chance to talk to him? And if so, what have you?
Haven't had a chance to talk to him. That's unfortunate for him. You don't want to see a guy go out like that. They've got guys there, though, that are going to step up in a good way, I hope, and, hopefully make it a good run so we can have a nice bedlam match down the stretch.
He's kind of like you in that he can run and he can throw. Do things like that have to make you more aware of I know you've had your own injury problems, but do things like that make you maybe more aware of getting down, things like that we talked about before?
I wouldn't say that. It's football. You're going to get hit, and things are going to happen. Injuries are going to happen. But I felt like I've done a pretty good job so far of getting down and making smart plays in that aspect. I was telling somebody I'm still getting used to that. There was a 3rd and 8 play the other day where I slid probably 4 yards short, and I'm kind of beating myself up afterwards. Kind of should have stuck my foot in the ground and go get it. It ended up being okay, but down the stretch in a tight ball game, you kind of want to go get those plays. And so it's just understanding situations, understanding, how the game's going and things like that, and just really learning from that, because this is my first time to, really, put that in the forefront. And so just trying to get better at that each week.
You guys were acutely aware of how potent Alabama was. This week, all the talk around you is going to be, this team isn't very good. They're a 3-touchdown underdog. Is there any chance of I hate to just say overlooking, but you fear that concern?
I don't think it's a concern for us. Even these past 2 weeks when we were the favorite as well, we want to, start the season off and start, each game off as knowing that we're going to be Oklahoma, and we want to put up a bunch of points. We want to be high-powered offense, and we want to play well, regardless of the score, regardless of the opponent. And that's our mindset internally. We know it's a big game. We know it's a great team coming to town, but we try and attack each game, with that mindset of we want to be the same team each week and each day.
Couple more for Trevor, and then we'll bring up Coach.
After his second week under his belt, how did KJ look?
KJ did great. He's done a great job adapting to his first couple games. Hit him for some big 3rd down plays. He's done great in those situations, and he's really just playing calm, relaxed, knows what he's doing. Not a whole lot of bust. Really just forming into a great group of guys back there with him and Duran and Shep.
Can you talk about Keith Ford specifically, what you think of him?
Yeah, I think Keith's done a great job on normal downs, just really getting extra yards. He's gotten, 8, 9, 10 yards a pop, and that's, him just running hard. You guys can see that, yards after contact have been huge for him, just diving forward for 4 more, and that that keeps the chains moving. And you got to have guys like that to keep the chains moving. And then you throw in Alex Ross, and he gets that big play threat, and Samaje Perine, the short yardage game. I mean, that's a group of 3 running backs right there that kind of got it all covered. So they're doing a really good job.
I think people surprised at the boards that you could receive down the field, that you had to throw the football to him down the field.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got great hands, and that might be an underrated part of his game. But he's able to split out like y'all saw in the first game and catch the ball down the field, which just adds another dimension to the type of player he is and the things we can do with our offense.
All right. Thank you, Trevor.
Awesome. Thank you.